This is part 4 in a series that I'm calling Blowing My Song Up as Fast as Possible. As you probably know from the last videos, our goal is to hit Discover Weekly because this is kind of how a song can blow up. Of course, if you have a limited amount of money or resources, and we finally just did. And before we start, if you guys are interested in me doing your ads for you, you can book a consultation using one of my links below. I'd be more than happy to help you out. So the song dropped on December 2nd, is now the 28th, and we have stats from December 2nd to the 27th, so we have 25 days of stats. In that 25 days, we've attained 14,000 streams. Tomorrow it'll most likely be 15,000, and we are at a little bit of a decline. And the reason why is because I decided to stop running these ads and to focus on my next song. This is kind of the phase where I'll start just making content for free and budget for my next song to run ads. But you can see that the song still gets a fair amount of streams just from the people who have already saved it on their playlist, on their like songs and things like that. And that's the most important part of running these ads, is that these songs will get listened to for years to come from these same exact people, while the song also hits algorithms. You can go into playlists here and you can see that Release Radar has done a lot for us, getting over 10% of the streams. And yesterday, it finally just hit Discover Weekly, obviously a very low tier, 45 streams. But this is a really good sign that Discover Weekly actually might start pushing this song and getting liftoff on it, so this could be the start of something amazing for this song. Discover Weekly is how small artists get hundreds and hundreds of thousands of streams. When you give Spotify all this data to use and your song shows good retention, then eventually it's going to get to higher and higher brackets on Discover Weekly. Think of Discover Weekly built like a tier system. Let's imagine the 10th tier is the lowest. Well, if you're in that tier, you might only get a few hundred streams from it. And let's say that you're tier 1, you might get hundreds of thousands of streams from it. So this is essentially all about the data that you give Spotify, so they're able to create lookalike audiences and find people who would most likely also enjoy your songs. In 25 days, 14.5k streams might not seem like a lot, but we really haven't even hit the life cycle of this song yet, and I'm really excited to see what Discover Weekly is going to be able to do. And as well, what we spent on this song with some of the mistakes that we made with the budgeting and the ad setup in general had a huge effect. And I would say with the amount that we spent, if we would have just had it right off rip, this song would probably have well over 30,000 streams, but that's fine. I'm happy that I realized my mistakes so that I can show you guys how to properly do it and have that low cost per click right out of the gates. So again, if you guys have any in-depth questions from me or would like me to build your entire ad campaign, book a consultation with me. I'd love to talk to you guys. I'll see you guys soon for part 5 when this hits Discover Weekly and goes crazy.